Hey guys, good morning. Welcome back to our channel, The Ethan Squad. So on today's video is a departure guide for travelers going back to the US. This also applies to those who are approved with tourist visa going to the United States of America. Details coming right up. So you're about due to go back to the United States. So here is what you need to prepare for that trip. So there are things that you need to prepare when you're going back to the States. Whether you are a US citizen, you are a permanent resident in the United States, or a tourist that was granted visa to visit the United States. So in this video, I am going to show you guys, or I'm going to give you a guideline on what to prepare for your trip to the US. So let's get to it. So number one is you need to download and register with Trace app. Trace app has started last November 28 of 2020. So if you need a tutorial on that, on how to download and how to register with Trace app, we have that in the channel. But Trace app is a nationwide and unified contract tracing app that automates manual contact tracing by using QR code scanning, such as that the tracing process done in several days can now be achieved in just few minutes. An in-app notification will be sent to you who may have come in contact with an identified COVID-19 positive patient so that they can observe precaution and start self-isolation if symptoms occur to protect their family and loved ones. So this is needed if you are leaving the Philippines. Actually, this is also a mandatory when you arrive in the Philippines. So this is your first step. Download the Trace app and register. Number two is negative swab test result or negative antigen result. Yes, the United States now requires a negative swab test result or negative antigen result that started last January 26 of 2021. So if you don't show any negative test result to the airline upon boarding, you won't be allowed to board the airplane. So a negative swab test result or a negative antigen test result is now part of the requirements if you are traveling back to the United States. And this test needs to be taken within 72 hours. Please take note of that because this is very important, because aside from your ticket, you need to have a negative swab test result or a negative antigen test result. Our third one is documentary requirements. What are these? We will start with US citizen. So with US citizen, all you need to show is your US passport. For permanent resident, you need your valid visa or your permanent resident card. You also need the Commission on Filipino Overseas or CFO. This is if this is your first time going to the States. This is a sticker that's posted in your Philippine passport. I think you need to attend a seminar on this. As I recall, when I went through my K1 visa process, we had to undergo a seminar before we can get this CFO sticker. So these are the passengers that are first time to go to the United States. Examples of these are K1 visa, spousal visa, and all that stuff. CR1 visa. Like I mentioned, these are for first-timer travelers to the US. And you also need to fill out the departure card. For those travelers on a tourist visa, you need to submit a confirmed round-trip ticket and adequate travel and health insurance to cover travel disruptions and hospitalizations in case of COVID-19 infections during their allowable period of stay abroad. So please take note, for tourist visa holders, you need a confirmed round-trip ticket. You also need to have a travel and health insurance. So these are the added requirements for you guys, aside from the Trace app and the negative swab test result or negative antigen test result. Still, on tourist visa holder, you need to execute a Bureau of Immigration declaration. This is to acknowledge the risk involved in traveling, including risk of delay in their return trip, to be provided at the check-in counters by the airlines. So please take note, tourist visa holders, if you guys are headed to the States, these are the things that you need to do. Our fourth one is face mask and face shield. So most airline now, this is mandatory, especially for the whole duration of flight. You need to wear your face mask and face shield. So don't forget that, because there are other airlines, if you don't have it, you will not be allowed to board. So make sure that you have your face shield with you and your face mask during your check-in. And lastly, check your state for your final destination for any quarantine protocols that they impose. As of right now, there are states that are now imposing 10 days quarantine or self-isolation if you came overseas. So always check with your state what are the quarantine protocols for arriving passengers, especially if you came from abroad. So these are our departure guide to those travelers who are going back to the States, whether you are a U.S. citizen or a permanent resident or a tourist visa holder. So hopefully these 5 guides will help you guys out on your travel going back to the U.S. Thank you so much guys for watching. If you find this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends and family whom you know that can use this video as reference. If you are new to our channel, welcome. We do travel updates, and if you are not a subscriber yet, please consider subscribing, and don't forget to hit that notification bell so you will be notified on updates like this. And to our subscribers and new subscribers, thank you so much for the continued support and trust to our channel, The Eaton Squad. I hope to see you guys on our next travel update. Stay safe, stay healthy, and God bless everyone. Bye.